things like this, and he's going to be getting into a rhythm for sure.
There's the handoff. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a first down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. It's a shotgun run call. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. The quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. Plenty of time for some plot twists here as we begin the 2nd quarter. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? And moves the ball to the 35 and another first down.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield off play action.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance and a really nice gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll hand it off. Powering through. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Chris, what I love here is just the vision by the running back. Showing great patience, the hole opens up, and then he's able to use his speed to pick up some good yards.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. One man at the backfield, and he'll get the football. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Here comes a crucial 2nd down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bayou Bengals.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. The last drive, the ground game was so successful. Ended in a touchdown. We'll see if the defense can respond to it this time. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. That one moves the ball to the 16. Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
That's a misfire there, Chris. This passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down. You cannot be serious. This coach is going to go for it. Backed up to his own end zone. 4th down, looking to throw for it. He can't connect. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. The sure hands. It's Joseph. McGain is good enough for a 1st down near the 38. That's the tight end flex out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this.
The pass is incomplete. He dropped the 1st down attempt here across the middle. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Mobility can be a blessing or a curse for some quarterbacks. Sometimes they feel that they can make a play on every single opportunity because they have such speed. Instead of just getting down or throwing it away, they try to force the issue. This one almost backfires on him as he tried to squeeze that throw in. He's lucky he didn't throw an interception.
And a big game before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The running back sneaks out there. He is a difficult matchup for this defense in the passing game.
Man, it is so tough to match up in man-to-man coverage against a back like this and catch the ball like a receiver. It's something you work on all week, and you know about it. You're aware of it, but it's one thing to be aware of it, and another thing to go out and execute it and try to stay within the man coverage. Very tough to do.
They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the 1st down in the process.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a 1st down. 1st and goal. Great chance to take the lead before halftime. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball down to the 4.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll run it here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, he came close to putting this ball into the end zone, but he comes up short. Now we're looking at a 3rd and goal. Boy, the defense is digging in. The offensive line trying to get a good push. I'm curious to see if they try to run the football again here on 3rd and goal.
He's swarmed by the defense. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays before halftime. The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Boy, do I love watching this guy play the game. You know, you get caught up in his ability to throw the football, but you get into a situation where it's 4th down and goal. I love that his legs are a threat. This time he finds his way into the end zone for 6 points.
Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. That's a nice tackle there by the senior. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Looking right. This one caught. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
Chris, man, I have no idea how you let that guy get that open. You know for a fact, all week long, in fact, they brought it up in our meetings yesterday, that they've got to stop this receiver, and then you lose track of him, and they're lucky that didn't go as a touchdown.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. It's the running back in the flat. They stop him out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield.
Boy, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. Getting close to midfield now. They bring him down to the 47.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Well, they didn't bust that for a big play, but it makes this third down coming up a little bit more manageable, and that certainly has a lot of value.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
At the 36, first down for the offense.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. They get him down, but that's a solid gain.
You know, the good thing about this play is it's not an explosive play, but it really gives you a chance now to be able to pick up the first down here on this next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. The back's got it. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases, to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, as you know, the reason this team has such a nice lead today is the day that this guy has had running the football. But that time, finally, the defense comes up with an answer for him.
This will be the 9th play on the drive. Caught quickly. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down, but instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. But it's incomplete. They miss an opportunity, and now it's 4th down. So here on 4th down, out comes the field goal team. This will be a 37-yard attempt. The offense will take their first 10 out of the half to talk strategy here.
Timeout, LSU. In other schools around the country, Slippery Road 45, Tiffin University 35.
They will go for it again here on 4th down. They are 1 for 2 so far today. Offense looking to throw the ball. Bringing pressure. That's incomplete. fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And there's the handoff. Tackle made, but it moves the ball to the 25 as they try to get this drive going.
Good call here by the offense to be able to pick up this first down. And, Chris, it makes you wonder, with under 3 minutes to go in this game and trailing, the defense sitting back in their base, I thought they might be in a little bit more of an aggressive mindset, turning the blitz loose, trying to create some plays to get the football back.
Moves the ball up to the 30. Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, this guy has been dominant all afternoon long, but that time, the defense has got to be asking themselves, where has that been? They finally get to him behind the line.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order on this play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Grab near the sticks. It's Joseph. And the gain just good enough for a first down.
Most defensive coordinators focus a lot of their energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. They give up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, and they're in for a very unpleasant film session on Monday.
And here's the handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds. Because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play.
Down goes the quarterback. It's a sack.
A really good job by this defense. The quarterback looked to be trying to work through his progressions to find his open receiver, but before he knew it, he's on his back.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Now, wasn't alert enough, didn't get the play off. That'll cost him 5 yards. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Important play right here. Close game, 4th quarter, 3rd and long. And he'll set up to throw. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, he's been their go-to guy all game long. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. They go his way again, and it works out.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they'll keep it on the ground, trying to run some clock.
Well, we got a smart offensive coordinator on our hands today, Chris. Great job of just keep feeding this running back, keep it on the ground, working with the lead in the 4th quarter, force them to use all their timeouts, and just keep working that clock.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. There's a loss after the completion. That's a good play by the defense.
This is a great job of being prepared by this defense, almost anticipating this play. They're in position to bring him down for a loss.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The reception, that's about 7 yards with 4th down coming up here. So no hesitation. The offense is on the field to go for it here. It's a crucial play. Needs a completion here on 4th down. Finds his man, has the first down. They've got him, but he easily makes the first down, and this drive keeps going.
Chris, what a call by this offensive coordinator. 4th down, they elect to go for it, and they get the first down. Now you can continue to work that clock.
Defense cannot get this offense to 4th down. Offense continues the long drive. Here's the handoff. And he's able to find some room before they finally bring him down.
Boy, is this guy fun to watch or what? Here we are in the 4th quarter, critical down in distances, and this guy just churning out yards the way he has most of this game, showing a lot of physicality and natural running instincts in space.
LSU now operating in the red zone. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. 1st and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense.
All right, here we go. This is really it. And the defense knows that if the offense is able to score here, it's essentially over. It's mano-a-mano at the line of scrimmage. Let's see which side can gain the most leverage.
And the wideout goes in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, LSU.
Touchdown, LSU. Number 5 in the end zone.
And that Bayou Bengals offense is back out on the field. So it's still a one-possession game. The offense would love to work the clock here, but they can't take their foot off the gas. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. 2nd down after that previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense, and they better defend this style of play moving forward.
He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now. They've already gone for it 4 times and converted twice. Here comes a 5th. The crowd is roaring, trying to help this defense on 4th down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge 4th down stop. Well, Kirk, we thought it might be this kind of a game. Very small margin for error in this game. Who was going to make the crucial play at the end? And they did it to get the W.
Yeah, Chris, when games get tight like we saw here, it really comes down to who's the better coach team, who's going to execute better, and just as importantly, not letting the moment get to your head. That's a nice win for this head coach and his team.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.